Hello, everyone, and welcome to Soundtrack Scramble, the panel of real-time music arrangement mayhem. Today, we have 5 phenomenal composers here who are going to be randomly assigned a famous piece of video game music on the spot, and then they will then have about 40 minutes to rearrange that piece of music so it fits a completely different emotion or feeling, which we have also randomly assigned ahead of time. Before we get started, just a couple quick housekeeping bits. This panel is obviously being pre-recorded. However, a few of us will be either in the Twitch chat or at PAX in person. So please reach out to us both in the chat if you're watching on Twitch or find us at PAX if you are there. So before I have each of our panelists introduce themselves, I'll quickly introduce myself. My name is Joshua Altman. I'm a co-founder of a small video game studio called Digital Daydream, and I will be your host for tonight. And I am beyond lucky to be sharing the stage with each of these composers, so I'll go ahead and turn it over to them. Let's just go in the order that I have y'all on my Zoom screen. If you want to introduce yourself, let's start with Laryssa.
Oh gosh, okay. My name is Laryssa Okada. I'm a composer, music editor, other audio things. I'm based in Washington. I'm excited. Thank you for inviting me back.
Absolutely. Carlos.
Hey everyone, my name's Carlos. I go by Insane in the Rain on the internet. I'm a video game music composer, also based out of the Seattle, Washington area. I also make YouTube videos in which I do arrangements of video game music. I've done that for a long time, but now I'm focusing on writing my own music for video games, and I'm really excited to do something very silly.
Excellent. Jasmine.
All right, hey, I'm Jasmine Cooper. I'm currently living in Colorado at the moment. I write music for stuff, arranging for a musical. Really happy to be back again. Enjoyed this the first time, so thanks, Josh.
Absolutely. And Mason.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mason Lieberman. I am a composer and audio director in AAA. And my fun fact is that I'm based in Los Angeles, and I also write a lot of music for anime.
Amazing. Alrighty. So we are going to get going with the scrambling. How it's going to work, we're going to go down the line just in the order that you introduce yourselves, and for each of you we'll spin the wheel of music and you will get your randomly assigned game tune. We already took care of assigning the musical feelings ahead of time just so that everyone had the ability to go ahead and set up their sessions ahead of time, and as soon as you have your music picked, we'll just break off into rooms and start composing. And I'll go around and check in with each panelist while the composing happens so that I can talk about the process with them and see how it goes as they progress. Once time is up, we'll all come back together and hear everyone's final product, and we'll wrap up with a few thank yous and closing notes. So it is time to get started with the Wheel of Tunes.
This is scary. This is scary.
It's like the big moment.
This is like when you're in
high stakes.
This is like when you're in high school and you're trying to decide which college you go to. Is you put them all on a wheel and you randomly spin and pick which one. That's how you all did it, right? I mean,
it was, but
we'll go in the same order. So let's start with Laryssa. Can you remind us what your musical feeling was that you were assigned?
I got somber.
Somber. Let's see what we are going to hear. Somber.
Oh my god.
The New Horizons theme.
Oh, okay, heck yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, such a good song.
It is a good song. I'm so excited to hear it, Somber. That's going to be great. Carlos.
Oh boy.
Can you remind us what kind of feeling you were assigned?
Full of excitement.
Full of excitement. Let's see what kind of mashup we're looking for.
Oh, this
Wilds.
is great. Yes, that's
man.
a
I gotta learn it.
Very not upbeat.
All right.
That's a great pairing. That's gonna be great to hear. Actually.
That's gonna be a great pairing.
It's gonna be a good vibe.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the composer Andrew Pralo. Fantastic composer.
Indeed. Amazing. That's very exciting as well. Let's hop right on to the next one. Jasmine, can you remind us what your feeling is?
It's tense and climactic.
Tense and climactic. Let's see what kind of mashup happens here.
Give me the Wii Shop music.
Oh, the Ocarina of Time title.
Oh yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
From serene to tense and climactic.
That is so far opposite. Oh my god.
That's gonna be really
Okay.
fun.
I'm gonna have to definitely listen back up on that, but I think I know it. All right. Sounds
I
like
think
fun.
you've got the hardest one so far, honestly.
It's very
I'm
disparate.
down. I'm down.
That's gonna be exciting. And lastly, Mason, can you remind us what your feeling was?
You know, I spend all my time working on battle royales and epic hybrid orchestra, so of course I got funky.
Let's see what kind of funky tune we're gonna hear tonight.
Come on, Katamari Damacy.
Ooh,
Oh, a Celeste
nice.
piece.
That's gonna be fun. These are some
I don't
really
know
good
that
choices we got, yo.
That's pretty disparate as well. Little Goth is very somber, at least at first. It's solo piano. It's very pretty. So that'll be really interesting to hear it funkified.
That's gonna be interesting.
I'll have to listen to it.
These are some wild combinations this time. I'm very excited. All right, so I'm going to now set a timer for 45 minutes, and I will send you all to breakout rooms. Make sure that you have a way to hear me when I pop into your breakout room so that you know I'm there. And I'll try not to scare y'all. I scare people quite frequently, and I will
Pause,
see you.
I have a problem.
Oh no, what's
My
that?
audio in my browser isn't working.
Oh yeah.
Can someone just send me a Dropbox link of this file? What the
Here, I will come check in with you first, and we'll get that figured out, and then I'll come back to you after that, Laryssa. So actually, that'll be perfect timing because that'll give you some time to go ahead and get going. Because otherwise, being first always stinks. Because you've had zero time.
Animal Crossing looped in the background since I got it.
Nice. All right. See y'all. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Do you want to hear what I have so far?
I would love to hear what you have so far. Can you quickly just remind everyone what tune and feeling that you have?
Yes, I rolled Somber for the emotion, and then I got Animal Crossing main theme. And I prepared my template before I knew the game, and this was not a coincidence. It was meant to be the Animal
Oh my
Crossing.
gosh. Amazing. That's so perfect. Do you want to just show us first, or do you want to kind of tell us about what your idea is?
Yeah, I'm thinking of the why does the villager want to escape to an island? Just city life so overwhelming. What's that bittersweet feeling? So that's the main theme. This was the thrown out version because that's a little too dark.
Amazing. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Okay, here. I'm figuring out what to do next.
Oh my gosh, that's got me so hyped. That's so good. Wow, that's some really cool reharm. Wow, the what's the name of is it called Rainy Sunday Piano? Did you name it that, or is that the name of the instrument?
No, I highly recommend the Noir piano for anybody looking for a good acoustic. They have one called, for the felt, Rainy Sunday, and it comes with this rainy sound that feels really somber.
Wow, that is so perfect.
How much? Yeah, it's a great piano.
It sounds so cool. That is such a great vibe. It's like a very a somber dreamscape kind of. It makes me feel like there's a nostalgic element too. It makes me think of like an Animal Crossing memory of the past.
Yeah, looking back on the GameCube, Bob Bean, yes.
What is your idea for going forward? Do you know what you want to try to do to kind of keep it going from that point?
I'm probably gonna restate the main theme a couple more times and then just flesh out the instrumentation just to like have a solid chunk. I don't want to just have it go too long. I want it to be more instrumentation kind of. Yeah.
Sure. That makes sense. It already sounds so, you have so much on the page already and it's only been 5 minutes. That's very, very wild.
It helps I know the song. I know that I have that in other people.
Well, I will leave you to it, and I will probably pop back in again in like 15-ish minutes. So good luck, and I'm excited to hear more.
Thank you.
See ya. Hello, hello.
Hello. You managed to not scare me. I am not scared one little bit.
Excellent. I'm 2 for 2 so far. We'll see if it continues. We are back with Carlos. Can you remind us of your combo?
Sure. Hold on. Let me share this screen. Yeah. So my tune is the Outer Wilds main title theme.
Yes.
In a style that is full of excitement. Yeah, so it's a very, I'd heard about Outer Wilds before, but I didn't know the music that well. So I just did this about 5-minute transcription right here of the tune. So this is basically, I mean, the tune has a lot of layers, but this is it broken down into its most essential form. So it has can you hear that? You should be able to hear that.
Yes, I can hear. Great.
So the original is like that.
Yep.
It's like. So basically, I just gave a quick listen to the original theme and transcribed it as best as I could, so I know what source material I'm working with. So, thankfully, it's actually pretty simple, which is probably what makes it such a good tune. But I think I'm just gonna make it Dixieland.
Cool.
Like Dixieland plus bluegrass. That sounds like still like representative of the style this is going for, but like it's not. It has like that. It'll have that folk vibe to it,
but pepping it up a bit.
But yeah, but the energy level will be like, take from like a 3 to like a 9.
Hell yeah.
Full of excitement. So I have some ideas. I just pulled up my snare drum over here for my drum kit because I was doing a I was recording like a brush loop. Normally I would just use this. I would just like pull up a drum VST to do this, but because particularly with brushes, I haven't found the VST that just feels as good as playing it live.
Can't capture the same little nuances. Get exactly what you want in the same way.
Not quite. And it's just more fun to do it live. So I think what I'm about to do is I'm going to figure out how long this is going to be and what the structure is, and then I'll probably get drums. I might record. I'll do the snare, maybe some percussion, do some bass, and then figure out what else is going to go on top of this for a fun bluegrass Dixieland hybrid.
Oh, I'm so excited. That
It'll
sounds
be
amazing.
fun. Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. Well, cool. I will leave you to it, and I'll be checking in another 15-ish minutes. Until then, good luck.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Hello.
Okay.
How you
So
doing?
right now I've got like a rough idea, almost like a rough outline of what I want. I've got it in my head, how I want it to grow. Right
Cool.
now it just sounds, it's long and really samey and repetitive as I'm trying to block things out. But
That totally makes sense considering you've had 12 minutes.
Fair enough. Let me make sure I switch this over and get everything right.
Yeah, no worries. Can you remind us while you're doing that, which combo that you have?
So I had the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Yes. Ocarina of Time main theme, and it's supposed to be tense and climactic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Sorry if I haven't mixed anything either. So, all right, here we go.
no worries.
Oh, I deleted the kicks. I thought I finished back in there. We're the same ish for 40 seconds, but.
Ooh, some voice.
I got this far.
That's so cool. You've already
piece it together to get the tense feel, but I know how I want it to grow. It's weird. I'm working on it in reverse. I know where I want it to go, and I think I'm going to work on the tenseness as I get to the climactic part. But hopefully, it comes out the way I have it in my head. So
nice. That's so exciting. You can already totally tell the vibe that you're going for that's there. That's really awesome. And then I love when you bring in the melody with your vocals at the end, you hear how much it's been reharmonized and how that shift is so different in where that melody sits. That's so interesting.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that you I'm glad that you're digging it so far. Like I said, hopefully it ends up matching what I have in my head, so we'll see.
I'm so pumped to hear what comes next. You said you're planning on like filling it out, trying to have it, is that kind of the length you're going for, where it's at right now, or you just kind of want to fill in?
There's a good chance I'll probably trim that down. Next time you come in, if things work out the way I have it in my head, I'll just play the part that's a bit more fleshed out, and then as things kind of round out, I'll slowly back things up to the beginning.
Makes sense. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I am so excited to hear some more later, which we will I'll probably check in like 15 minutes or so. So we will see you then.
Cool beans. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you. We'll see you soon. I can't possibly interrupt this. Hello there.
Yo! So you came in just as I swapped away from Keybase and into Live Base. So my first take, if you wanted to hear a quick shot on that.
Please do.
We got a little bit of a Persona thing going on. Persona
totally.
Fun, right?
That's awesome. That is so exciting. Can you just to refresh the audience's memory, can you remind us what combo you had?
I had funky little Goth from Celeste, which was certainly a choice.
You want to tell us what your idea is going forward? Obviously, you used some instrumentation to make it funky already. You probably didn't even need to say that you got funky because it already sounds very funky. But yeah, what's your idea going forward? What are you going to do to make funky little Goth?
I think we got to slap it, man. I think we just have to slap it, obviously. I've got the bass out right now, you know.
It is.
So we'll see what happens, you know. Let's find out whether or not I would pass my juries today if I took them.
Hey, that's really exciting. Are there any other instruments that you already have in mind for adding past the bass, or are you not quite there in your thought process yet?
Well, we've got a first take on guitars already in.
Ooh, cool.
So right now the thing is I'm just getting everything down as quick as I can. And once I've got it down, I can start kind of vibing out and we can start making it sound better.
It actually, that progression just works so well as a funky little tune. Who knew? Amazing.
Probably Laryssa Rain if I had
probably. Fantastic. Well, I will be back to hear some more in like 15 minutes, and we'll be excited to hear what you got then. So take it easy.
Peace, dude.
Peace. Okay, quick break here before we come back. Dang, I'm so proud of these folks. Oh, freaking killing it. Oh. Knock, knock. Can you tell us about what you've got going on with Somber Animal Crossing and what you've done since we last were here?
I got really stuck on a stupid reharm that I spent way too much time on. It's good. I looped it and then I added a little break in between because I felt like it switched from like the A verse into the B section too quickly. So I added 2 bars to like sit in it for a while.
Cool.
And then had to throw in, oh, it looks like I've muted the Animal Crossing synth. Okay, maybe
You're even throwing in like structure changes to the music already? That's amazing.
No, like it's barely small.
That's definitely a lot more tracks and colors than the last time we were in here.
Yes. Again, I'm mad at myself for wasting so much time trying to find one single chord. But yeah, I added some like pads to be like more dreamy, like you said, and then had to throw in a water sound effect because it's not Animal Crossing to me without Gulliver washing up on the shore. Let's see. Yeah, I just added a bunch of pads and like twinkly stuff.
Awesome. Do you want to show us any piece of it? You don't have to show us the whole thing if you don't want either. You can just show us a chunk. Maybe highlight something new.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I added like a bunch of synths here.
Sweet.
I don't know. It's kind of the same, but. Oh yeah, I threw in the accordion because that's very.
Accordion.
And that's the 2 extra bars that I added. And then the chord that I got stuck on. Oh, that water's
Oh, it's so like washy. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. This next chord I got stuck on. And then I looped it again.
Amazing. Oh, it gets real crunchy in there. That is so satisfying. The crunchy reharmonization right in there. It's very unexpected and lovely.
Oh yeah, switched some stuff around.
That's so cool. We've still got a decent amount of time left here. It's like more than 17 minutes left. What do you think you want to do in the remaining time?
Add a bass, I think. Maybe flesh out more instrumentation on the like restatement of the main theme that I tagged on here. Yeah, maybe I'll focus on this for this last bit. Yeah, that's gonna be my focus.
Well, I don't think I'll be back again, but I will send you a message in the chat whenever you have like 5 minutes left. So we will see you in like a little less than 20 minutes for final products. So
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. I love catching people in the middle of takes.
Yeah, you definitely got me on there on that one. Oh man, that was a good one though. So I'm glad I finished that one.
Nice. I'm glad I did not interrupt. Do you want to tell us about what you've been doing? What's happening with your arrangement of full of excitement Outer Wilds main title?
This is such a strange, so specifically me kind of arrangement. So I recorded this snare drum bit. I've also recorded some long notes on the. I'll go piece by piece. So snare drum, and then I'm not the best bowed bassist or bassist at all for that matter, but I wanted a big there's kind of like a low drone sound there, so I included that. I also recorded some good old.
Nice.
We'll see how that all fits in. And then I was incorporating this, I think originally it's on banjo, so I pulled out my guitar and just did this kind of oscillating thing.
Yeah.
And then it's joined by another guitar doing the lower part here. Then everything in, it sounds So in the next little bit of time I have, there's a couple more guitar parts I want to add, and then I'm basically going to see, might throw in a little bit more percussion for fun, and then see what I can do in terms of playing something like maybe like a trumpet and trombone part for this melody that I want to incorporate. Otherwise, it's going pretty well so far. How much time do I have left?
You have a little over 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sweet. I am so excited. This honestly would go in the game really well. It fits the vibe of the game because the instrumentation is still so folky. It sounds like the characters in some kind of cinematic sequence where something exciting is building and running towards something, maybe a hoedown or something.
I'm realizing that as I work on this, like it builds toward like a climax of excitement.
Totally.
And we'll get there.
I love it. It sounds amazing. Well, I am so excited to hear more. I will leave you back to it. Good luck.
50 minutes. We can do it. All right, here we go.
Hello. How is it going?
I didn't like what I did, so I scrapped it.
Music composition.
So give me a second. I haven't got much further, but I like this a lot more. And
Nice.
I think inspiration will come from this one
Absolutely.
better. So
Cool.
I'll play for you what I have. I think I can grow that one a lot more. So
Awesome.
I'm liking that one more. So
I love it. That's awesome. There's something about that interval in that melody that, when put in a different context, can be tense or even like a little creepy.
yeah. So it's shaping up pretty nicely.
I like it a lot.
At least harmonically. But yeah, hopefully I like this more than the other one. So it should be
Nice.
further along when you come back.
Awesome. I think what'll happen now is I'll just shoot y'all a message when you've got like 5 minutes left, and otherwise I will see you sometime around then for final products.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm excited to see it in a little bit.
All right.
Yo, Josh, how you doing?
I am great. How are you?
Good. We're a little bit tighter. It sounds
Nice.
a little better.
Can you tell us about your funky little goth and how it's going?
Let's listen to it and
Sweet.
let's find out. And there's gonna be slap bass from here that I need to track. So, I need
Oh
to
man,
control all that.
that is amazing. There's so much instrumentation. It's so funky. Amazing. And so with these, y'all have like 10 minutes left from this point. With that last 10 minutes, is the slap bass your goal for that B section?
Yeah, and then mix it.
Nice. Amazing. There's even time for mixing in a 45-minute composition session.
Devastating, I know. Well, we'll try and make it work.
Well, I will get out of your way and leave you to it. Once there's 5 minutes left and then like 1 minute left, I'll shoot y'all messages in the chat just so you have warning. And then we'll bring y'all all back and we'll share some final products.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. We'll see you soon.
Peace.
Oh Oh boy, here they come.
You should have taken more time. Dang it.
I am so dang excited. All y'all's stuff is so good. Oh.
No, I'm excited to hear everybody else's.
Oh boy. I feel like Carlos is still recording.
Yo! I just need to remember how... Oh, there it is. Jesus.
I saw you squeezing in a final take, Carlos.
No one told me it was over. It's not done. It's not over until the cows come home, and the cows aren't home yet.
I feel such a sense of, like, I guess power whenever I'm waiting to hit the return everyone to the room button.
Yeah.
I just imagine everyone's like frantically doing a final take or something.
Yeah.
All right, F it. That's all I got.
Is this it? Is this it? I don't have time to do a tambourine part.
I don't think so.
Carlos, send me a cowbell!
Wait, can I do the wait?
His studio is so awesome.
I'm very jealous of the studio.
I swear, I'm just gonna grab something.
I have to do this.
Yeah.
It'll take 22.
I was picturing. I thought you were bringing the tambourines in frame to do them live while you were playing the recording.
You can't stop me from adding this cowbell.
I was telling Laryssa, I am so excited to hear all of these. They're all so freaking good. Y'all amaze me every time. Carlos is hopping around for the final take. All right. Well, that does it. That
Of course, my phone's dying.
wraps up the hardest part. Now we are just gonna hear everyone's final products. What happens now is we'll go down the line in the same order, and I'll have y'all share your screen and also just show us your final product. And then y'all know the drill. After the products are shown, we'll also just go around and everyone say what you like about what you heard, and we'll talk about each one. And then we'll wrap it up. So, Laryssa, if you are feeling ready, would you like to start us off?
Okay, let's do it. Starting off on a somber note.
And Laryssa, just so everyone remembers, had a somber version of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Anything you want to tell us about it?
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear it.
Oh, no, I got nothing.
All
Here
right,
we go.
take the wheel. What? Wow.
Wow.
So amazing! Oh my god!
Gosh.
Oh my goodness. That is astounding. It is truly it's somber and nostalgic. I was saying in Laryssa's breakout room, it felt like a dream sequence almost, like kind of nostalgic in a sad way dream sequence with Animal Crossing with Animal Crossing characters.
You nailed that so much. Oh my god.
So good.
So good. The accordion that was panning and everything too is such a nice little sprinkle on top. Wow.
Essential Animal Crossing to me is that like accordion, harmonium, melodian. I don't know, instruments, whatever. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's so good. And the you ended up putting ocean waves in there as well, right? I heard, was there like water sounds? That's such a nice touch too.
So sick.
The like washy feel of everything kind of blending into one another as well. Wow.
Like, I want to be clear, there's like no surprise that Laryssa's track was going to sound that good, because if anyone's ever heard Laryssa's music, like, it's all that good. Like, it's all over the place stylistically. She does tons of different stuff, but like, it's always that good. So it's wild watching me like, oh wow, she's really not taking time doing this stuff. She just like comes out with this on the spot. She just got that. Like, oh man.
We can go to the next one. That's still fine.
I cannot believe that you did that in that amount of time. Like the amount of layers and detail in that. Holy crap! That's
Oh, well, I would do the whole time.
mind-boggling.
Yeah, that was gorgeous. That's all I got. That was stunning.
Wait to hear all of yours. Very different mood than what I just did.
I love the variety of moods that we have across the board here.
I can guarantee it's a different mood. That's
yeah.
for sure.
Really, really wonderful. A fantastic,
Yeah.
somber Animal Crossing. Next, what we had was Carlos
Oh god.
for a full of excitement Outer Wilds main title. An originally kind of nostalgic, folky sounding tune. Carlos, I'll let you take it away if you want to tell us about it first and then play it. Take it away.
Yeah, so I don't think I've maybe heard the main theme to Outer Wilds once before in my life. I have not played the game, I'm not familiar with it, so I listened to the as provided in the reference material, and I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty simple. So I did a can you see this, like a fast transcription of it just to get the notes down, and then I was like, okay, we'll go from there. And I decided the original has like a banjo. I think it's banjo that does like this ostinato thing, and I was like, I don't have a banjo, I have a guitar, let's try that. And then I was like, oh, I have a guitar, I have a bass, let's go bluegrass, let's go like half like very like upbeat bluegrass, but like
Oh, heck yeah.
so
Sorry.
kind of bluegrass. So I don't know, let's see what this sounds like. It takes a while, but it goes. Here we go. Oh wait, hold on, that was me tuning. Oops. There we go. Okay.
Heck yes. That was awesome.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Just straight up New Orleans marched right into that ending spot. Oh my god. That was so cool.
Wait, where's the... Oh yeah, there's a woo at the end. There it is. Okay, I had to make
There
that
is
up.
a woo.
Yeah, there's a woo at
Most
the end.
important part of the track.
Yeah, the most important part.
Oh,
that
that's
was-
fantastic.
That was so
I
silly.
love that.
That was so much fun.
I wasn't expecting it to make that particular shift, so that was a really nice surprise.
That's the thing, is it hits you and it goes, it's like, well, are we gonna have this party? I guess we are gonna have this party.
I was not expecting that shift. I didn't hear the shift in my last pop-in that I did with Carlos, so that was totally new for me too. So unexpected. I love it so much. Yeah, I was saying because the instrumentation is bluegrassy, it fits the instrumentation of the original, and so it makes it feel like you're in the Outer Wilds game and you've stumbled upon a little planet with like a hoedown going down or something.
Yeah.
There's some square dancing happening.
Yeah, that's what I kind of felt. I was like, well, I don't want to go that far away from the, like, it would be fun to keep it like in the same universe as the original, but like just complete not the same mood.
Full of excitement. Outer Wilds main title. Fantastic. Thank you
my
so
gosh.
much, Carlos.
Thanks for letting me do that to your ears. I appreciate it.
I'm literally I'm like, damn, we really have to follow those two. Jesus.
Yeah, and that insane
Like,
solo in the middle.
We didn't
like,
start soft or
golly.
anything. Jeez, guys.
Played all of those. Wow, it's insane.
There's no MIDI. There's no MIDI in this.
I can't believe you'll have so many tracks in 45 minutes. That's amazing. Truly astounding. I think next in the order, we are shifting vibes yet again for Jasmine, who had Tense and Climactic Ocarina of Time original title.
Yeah.
All right.
An originally very somber and stark kind of tune. Do you want to tell us about it before you play it?
Yeah, so I started it going one direction and I didn't like it. So then I scrapped it and then tried another direction. And of course, with like 5 minutes left, that's when I get all these ideas. I'm trying to implement it. Like, I got it. It's come to me. So it's probably going to be rough, but I definitely like this iteration a lot more than the first.
All right. The floor is yours. Take it away. Oh, it's so good.
That was awesome.
That was so cool.
It's like the boss hasn't come out yet, and then the boss is there at the end. It's the big boss battle at the end.
Yeah, I ended up, the more I thought about it, I was trying, my goal was to like not use strings, but the more I was like messing with it, I was like, I feel like that's the only thing I'm going to lead to right now. So I ended up with strings, but yeah, that was fun. I actually enjoyed doing that a lot.
I love when the percussion comes in and it totally switches the vibe, and it's like two different takes on tense. There's the like foreboding of what's coming next tense, and then there's the boss fight tense.
Yeah, I like that idea. I like that look or that take on it. Yeah.
I said this when I was in your room as well, but I love how you take that melody, and it's originally such a like pretty sweet melody, and you recontextualize it, and it's a really creepy melody.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I wish I had more time with it, but I feel like that's always the case. You always want more time.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like the beginning of a movie trailer, you know, with those with the piano playing that ba-da-ba-ba-da-da motif.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's
No,
like when your nursery rhyme goes evil, and it has like that really reverby piano.
No, that's exactly what it was.
The DC universe of like Zelda.
DC.
Yeah.
Coming soon
Yeah.
to Hyrule Field near you.
Really, really fantastic. Tense and climactic Ocarina of Time title screen. Thank you so much, Jasmine.
Anytime.
Yeah, Jasmine.
Lastly, we're switching yet again, yanking everyone back to a different vibe. Mason with funky little goth from Celeste.
Yeah, you really you lined me up for this one, especially because I actually did not know this track. I played Celeste, but I was not good enough to get to wherever this part happens. So
I do feel like it's near the end, if I remember correctly.
I've made it a few hours into it, and it's an amazing game, and I love the soundtrack, but I did not get to this, so I'd never heard this track before. I was so excited when I saw that it was Lena Raine, because I was like, oh yeah, like she's an amazing composer. This is going to be super dope. And then I listened to it, and I was just like, ambient piano? Oh no. Well, let's see what happens. All right. Yeah, so this one was a challenge, but I think that I walked away with something when all was said and done. So let's give it a listen.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Live?
Yeah, right?
DJ scratching? That was you like on a turntable in your.
No. I pulled something that I had from a previous project.
Okay, that's still so cool.
Man,
no.
I remember when Madeline made a rap like that in the game. Yep.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that was a really good level.
It's my favorite B-side.
Yeah, this one was like the C side or the D side.
My gosh, that was
Yeah, that was sick.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I love that you got the slap bass in at the end there. I really heard it in that B section there. It's really,
I
really
did.
good.
I narrowly got it in under the wire. During one of the check-ins, I told Josh that the track needed slap bass because I didn't do it on the first run around, and
Yeah.
we managed to get a little bit.
So good. I'm amazed. You probably did a little bit of reharmonization as well, but it works so well as this groove, even though the original is so ambient and somber, stark and somber.
It was fun. It was an interesting vibe to kind of jam along to.
Really, really fantastic. Funky Celeste Little Goth, from solemn to funky. Amazingly done. Thank you so much, Mason. Alrighty. Well, that is it for the panel. I want to give everyone a quick chance to plug anything that you want, whether it's something that you're working on or just something that you're excited about that's coming out, whatever you want it to be. We can go in the same order as before as you like, or we can mix it up. Laryssa, do you want to go first?
I have nothing to plug. Trans rights are human rights.
Excellent. Amazing. I
think I was
Carlos
next. I was after
yes,
that.
The order has switched up on my screen. Carlos.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and plug my YouTube channel, InsaneInTheRainMusic. Whatever I'm up to, whatever I end up doing, always ends up on there somehow. So if you check it, you'll see whatever I've been doing most recently, whatever's coming out. So InsaneInTheRainMusic on YouTube.
Amazing. Jasmine.
You can follow me on Twitter. I guess I barely post on there. At Perennial, PERENNIAL Coop on Twitter. And you can go to my website, which I also haven't updated. So yeah, you can two spots you can check out: at Perennial Coop on Twitter or www.perennialsounds.com.
Amazing. And Mason.
I don't really have anything to throw out there, but for everyone who's at PAX East right now, go down to the expo floor. There's an indie game called Renane, and tell them that Mason sent you. And also,
it's dangerous.
Right? I'm going to steal that from Laryssa, especially since I just did Celeste.
Amazing. And before we go, though, I do have a few thank yous to shout out real quick. First of all, thank you all of you, my panelists. Thank you all so much for your patience and your time and for making some wonderful music in such a short period of time. Thank you also to the Penny Arcade staff for making this digital panel possible, as well as all of PAX. And of course, thank you all so much for watching, both in person and at home, watching this panel. That concludes the Soundtrack Scramble. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a fantastic night. See ya.